This is Erica Barden reporting for USCFootball.com from Howard Jones, where we bring you the latest on what's going on with Trojan spring ball. Well, Trojan great Marcus Allen was on the sidelines today checking out USC's first full pad practice, so what better time than to take a look at the running backs. Despite the loss of Chauncey Washington, USC's leading rusher in 2007, SC gains a talented redshirt freshman in Mark Tyler. We're out here with running back Mark Tyler, and everyone's excited to see what he's going to bring to the table in 2008 after, unfortunately, you were sidelined last year with an injury. How is spring ball going for you so far, and what are you really looking on in terms of improving for 2008?
It's been fun so far. I'm just out here trying to learn my plays and get all the little stuff down, and just competing every day. And I'm just trying to get on the field and stay on the field, hopefully, because last year was pretty hard watching everybody play and just being hurt. I think just being hurt last year and sitting out in redshirt was actually it was good, even though it was hard doing. But just watching and learning from the other guys is a good thing.
Now, a big story when you were recruited for SC is that your dad had such a big legacy at UCLA. How does that work now that you are such a big part of this Trojan squad, with him coming out here and supporting you and supporting the Trojans?
He never really wanted me to go to UCLA. He was never big on that. He wanted me to go where I wanted to go, and this was my choice. And so he supports that. He comes out here. He wears USC stuff now, so it's the family. It's no tension in the family.
Now, did you notice that Marcus Allen was out on the sidelines?
Yeah, I saw him out there. He called me over there, and he was just talking to me about, to be the best, you just got to work harder than everybody, be in good shape. And he was just giving me tips because he said if my dad, he don't want to. He wants to give me the best tips because my dad would get mad at him if he didn't.
Now, who are some of the seniors that have really helped pave the way for you and that you've kind of looked up to for leadership?
I think last year being on the scout team and going against T. Will every day and Said and Keith and just all the older guys, T. Will would always help me out, and LJ. And that was just good down there on the service team going against the best defense last year, and just made me real better.
As Mark Tyler continues to compete for playing time, running backs coach Todd McNair evaluates the competition. We're out here with running backs coach Todd McNair. How do you think the first week of practice looked?
It looked good. It looked good. Saw a lot of things from a lot of guys. Real excited about the options that we have out of the backfield. So it was a good first week.
So last year there was so much talk about Joe McKnight. That was the word that went with 2007 in running back. Meanwhile, there were two freshmen that were sidelined with injuries, Broderick Green and Mark Tyler, with loads of talent. How excited are you to see them come out for 2008?
I'm extremely excited. Those guys have such potential, so much promise, and it's always good. We're excited as a coaching staff to finally get them out and get them going full time and see what they really bring to the offense, because, their first year, especially the kid redshirt, Mark was hurt. And Broderick also, but the little bit they did get to play, they're servicing the defense. So you always want to see what they can do as far as, our offense and what they bring to the table. So we're real excited.
As someone who was plagued by an injury, who had already had playing time, and we thought was really going to kind of emerge as a starting running back with C.J. Gable.
C.J. is experienced. C.J.'s probably the most experienced out here, because he had a whole year, pretty much at least half the year, starting and carrying the load, by himself. I don't think any of these other guys have really done that. Maybe Stephon is probably the next most experienced guy back there, but so CJ has a little bit of an advantage, really, based upon his experience. He's healthy now. He's back out. He's ripping. He's running. He's looking good, and he's got a good handle on everything, and he's battle tested. So. We're excited to have him back, and it's wide open. We'll see how it goes.
Talk a little bit about Alan Bradford.
He's like all of them. He's competing, but this year he's got a little bit more maturity and confidence going on. He's kind of different this year, at least in his mental approach. That's in the past that has been. He's struggled at times. Getting some stuff down, but this year he's really, really confident. We all know he's got a world of physical ability, and AB is starting to show some leadership because of it. He's kind of quietly starting to emerge as the guy that they kind of respect and look up to probably because his physical nature and I'm excited about him right now. And he's steady climbing. He worked hard in the off season, learning everything and getting stuff down. And you can say the same thing for every one of these guys. The answer is going to be the same. They're a wealth of talent and there's competition, and we're excited about him. And it's not a guy back there that we're not fired up. We got a stable. We got a stable of backs here.
Well, someone who was fired up today at practice definitely was Joe McKnight. Does he still just amaze you practice after practice? Are you still in awe of how much talent he brings to the table?
I coached Reggie Bush, so
he's working his way close to there.
For sure, he's got that type of ability, and I'm not surprised because we know what Joe can do. People, he gets a lot of oohs and ahs, but we expect that of him. So yeah, I'm real fired up about him, and he might be better than Reggie. You never know.
Never know. Well, thanks a lot, and good luck with sorting out that depth chart.
Thanks a bunch.